Give me your breakdown of how the Houston Texans can win this game.
Oh, it's their pass rush. It's got to be insane like it was. I think they are the biggest underdogs this week. That's right. Plus 8.5. They're probably not going to win. We all know that. But I wrote them off a month ago.
Yeah.
I did. Like the way they played against the Ravens. Last week I said against the Chiefs as the game went down. It was against Baltimore. I was a week off there or whatever. They played them pretty close. The Ravens beat the Texans so bad, I just thought the Texans didn't have a chance to win any playoff games.
Very fair.
But they've survived. It's not just their pass rush. It's Derek Stingley's been great. Kamari Lassiter's been great.
Yep.
They've got the tools to actually, I think,
I got you,
keep the Chiefs' offense in check. And it's just going to depend on whether or not they win those matchups. And the Chiefs, they've made adjustments on their line, moving is it Tooney out to guard or tackle. They've been better since then. So I think they can do a better job protecting Mahomes. But so many of these games against Kansas City have been close this year because of defense's ability to hit Mahomes, to pressure him, to sack him, to just slow down their offense. I'm just fearful that now that they're in the playoffs, they're also very healthy.
Yep.
And it always seems like Andy Reid just has looks and plays and shit you haven't seen, and he waits until the postseason to use them
because this is their real season.
You get confused. Defenses get manipulated. Mahomes is that good. So that's what worries me. But I think they can get to him.
I think if the Texans have a shot, this needs to be a 6-3 game. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is keep it super low scoring, because my concern, you mentioned the defense of the Texans, but my concern is going to be that offense, right? And because they had 2 turnovers in the beginning of that game against the Chargers. Yeah. And I feel like if you do that against the Chiefs, it is not going to work out the same way like it did against LA. So I feel like if you're, like you said, if you're able to get after Mahomes, force some mistakes, get some turnovers, you got a shot. I just don't know how good that Texans O is going to be against a very good Chiefs defense.
The Texans offense has been bad. It's been like a roller coaster all year. It has not looked like the way we thought it would. And losing, Diggs it's weird. Mixon is a good running back.
Yes.
Their offense works when that's successful, but we've seen too many instances where the run game disappears and then everything kind of looks bad. They're in these 3rd and longs. And I don't expect the Chiefs offense to gift them a touchdown the way Justin Herbert and the Chargers did.
Sure.
If they can do that, if they can steal a touch, if their defense can score, that'll be huge for them. And the Chargers, though, keep in mind, I think is when you're talking about questions about Houston's offense, I feel that. I agree. If they lose this game, it's because their offense is going to look like shit again. But the Chargers defense, that had been a good defense all season long. So the fact that they found a way to eventually have success against them, I think is something for the Texans to build on heading into this game.
There was that broken play. I mean, that's when it turned it all around, right? It was the fumble. Stroud scoops it up, rolls out to the right, and drops it off. That's what really opened it up. And they're like, oh, okay, we can actually move the ball. So yeah, they're gonna have to be able to move this football against the Chiefs defense. Or the Texans defense is gonna have to get all their points. That's what the people want to see. That's right. Strouds and Wildflower. That's the people's Super Bowl right there. You might think Bills Lions. Nay. It is Texans Commanders.
Yeah. I think CJ's just got to play loose, man. He's got to go out there and play like it doesn't matter what happens. You know what I mean? You got to have, you got to be fearless. Just run too.
Sure.
Stroud had that, he had the longest run of his season in that game. It was that 20 or 37-yard run. He's got to do more of that. If there's a lane, just take it and keep taking it until you force the defense to kind of change what they're doing. I want to see CJ run for like 60 yards in this game to help loosen shit up.
It's fair.
God bless that call.
Oh,
but I am going
God.
to take the Texans as my official upset this week. Why not double down on stupidity, Tom? I've done it my entire life. Texans will upset the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, so I got the Chiefs winning. And again, it's the Texans defense is what makes this game interesting, because if the Chargers had won, it's a divisional matchup. That's what makes it interesting. You never know what you're going to get. Here, like, the Texans have one of the most fun pass rushes in the NFL, like, left in the playoffs right now. So it'll be interesting. We'll see how good that offensive line of Kansas City really is and how improved it actually is.
You know why I know the Chiefs aren't going to three-peat?
Here we go.
Because I put it on the line to benefit me. And Kansas City's going to play 4D chess and go, you know what? You coming to our victory parade via your signups with your deal.
I understand that.
That would be a very good thing for you. So we're not going to let it happen. That was
Perna. I understand the attempt at logic that you tried to jump there. But what I'm talking about is, out of the 3 teams left, right, in the AFC, how would you rank it to beat the Chiefs? Which teams have the best shot of beating the Chiefs, going to Arrowhead and knocking them off in this postseason? Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh, I would say
is it Bills one or is it Ravens one?
Yeah. I say they're the same. They're well, I'll just call them both 2.
No. If you had to pick one team that has
give me the Bills. Josh already beat them once this year. That one loss they had was Buffalo.
That's right, Brandon.
Buffalo.
All right. So
I think the Ravens could. I think Buffalo can beat it. I think the Ravens could beat them the most handily. The biggest lopsided victory could go to the Ravens over the Chiefs. You know, we haven't seen the Chiefs like. We haven't seen a team like go up by 20 points on the Chiefs. And I feel like the Ravens are that weird team that could oh God, Ravens are up 20.
It's been a while. It's been a while since they played. Week 1 is a long time ago.
And even that game was so close. So, we'll see.